If you're a woman over 40 who's gained 20, 30, even 50 pounds since menopause hit, and you're eating less than you did in your 30s, you're working out more than you did in your 30s, but the scale just keeps climbing, this is going to be one of the most important messages you hear all year. Because what I'm about to show you is why your metabolism isn't broken. It's just been put to sleep by every diet you've tried, and there's a specific science-backed strategy to wake it back up that has nothing to do with eating less or exercising more. My name is Coach G, and I'm a registered dietitian, and over the past 13 years, my team and I have helped over 2,500 women, many of them in menopause, lose 20, 30, even 80 pounds and keep it off. Now, before we go any further, you're probably thinking,
great, another diet guy making promises.
So let me tell you why I'm different and why I'm so confident I can help you. When I was 16 years old, I battled anorexia, and that personal hell ignited a 20-year obsession with understanding how the body actually loses fat and keeps it off. I went on to get a master's degree in nutrition and exercise. I became a registered dietitian, and in 2012, I founded Tanda Nutrition with one mission in mind: to help women break free from yo-yo dieting forever. Fast forward 13 years, and we've now helped over 2,500 women lose fat and maintain their results. Not for 3 months, not for 6 months, for years after they finished our program. Women like Andy, who at 57 and fully menopausal, lost 54 pounds eating 1,800 calories per day. Or Lindsay, who lost 4 more pounds after we re-increased her calories by 700 calories per day. Listen, I am tired of watching women in menopause get lied to by the diet industry. You've been told that your metabolism is broken. You've been told just to eat less and move more, and that is garbage advice. I'm going to show you exactly what's happening and what actually works. All right, so let's talk about what's really going on with your body right now. You've hit menopause or perimenopause, and overnight, it seems like everything has changed. The body you've had for 40 plus years suddenly feels like a stranger. You're eating the same foods that used to work. You're doing the same workouts, but now you're gaining 2, 3, maybe 5 pounds a month, and it's all going to your midsection, your back, and your arms. So you do what you've always done. You cut calories more, you added more cardio, maybe you try Weight Watchers again, or Beachbody, or even go to your doctor to get on semaglutide. And here's what happens. You lose 15 pounds, maybe 20, you feel amazing for a few months, then life hits. Maybe work gets stressful, vacations come along, maybe the holidays hit, and the weight comes screaming back, plus another 5 or 10 pounds on top of what you already lost. And now you're heavier than before you started, and your metabolism is now slower than it was before. Let me show you the math on what this is actually costing you. Let's say that you've been stuck in this cycle for 10 years. That's 10 years of buying clothes in bigger sizes every single year. 10 years of avoiding photos with your kids and your grandkids. Watching your mom's health decline from diabetes and thinking, this is gonna be me. Feeling exhausted by 2 p.m. every single day. Hiding your body in oversized sweatshirts. Skipping social events because nothing ever fits. But here's the real cost. Every time you diet down and regain the weight, you lose muscle. And muscle is what keeps your metabolism running. So every diet you try makes the next diet harder. You're not failing the diets are failing you, and here's why. Every single diet you've tried, keto, fasting, Weight Watchers, even those weight loss medications, they all do one thing. They put you in a calorie deficit so you lose weight. But here's what they don't tell you. Every time you diet, your metabolism slows down. Your body thinks it's starving, so it down-regulates the metabolic rate to conserve energy. This is called metabolic adaptation, and this is why you hit plateaus when you're dieting down. And here's the part that makes me furious. After you lose the weight, these programs just end. They say congratulations and they send you on your way, but your metabolism is still very slow. So as soon as you go back to eating normally, your body stores everything you eat as fat because it's still in conservation mode. And this is why you always gain the weight back. It's not willpower, it's not discipline, it's biology. And the diet industry knows this. They want you to fail and come back. That's their business model. But here's what really breaks my heart. You're watching your mother struggle with diabetes. You're seeing her lose her mobility, her independence, and you're terrified. That's your future too. You want to be the healthy role model for your daughter. You want to hike in national parks in your 70s. And you want to fit in all the beautiful clothes that are hanging in your closet that you spent good money on. But right now, you're stuck. And you're starting to believe that maybe it is too late. Maybe my metabolism is broken. And maybe this is just the way it is after menopause. And I'm here to tell you that is absolutely not true. So here's what actually works. It's called the Metabolic Reset System, and it's the only fat loss system designed specifically to not only help you lose body fat, but also to re-increase your metabolism so you can actually keep weight off. Here's how it works. Most programs have one phase, the fat loss phase. You diet, you lose weight, the program ends, and you gain it back. Or a Metabolic Reset System has 4 phases. Phase 1, the fat loss phase, where you lose weight in a strategic, protein-focused calorie deficit. Phase 2 is the metabolic reset phase, and this is the game changer. This is where we strategically re-increase your calories to wake your metabolism back up. Phase 3 is maintenance, and this is where you learn to maintain your results at a normal calorie intake. And phase 4 is intuitive eating, where you transition off of tracking and you learn how to eat normally for life. Now, let me explain why phase 2, the metabolic reset phase, is so critical, especially for women in menopause. Remember how I said every diet slows down your metabolism? Well, we figured out how to reverse that. After you lose weight in phase 1, instead of your program just ending, we take you through a 10 to 12 week phase in which we strategically re-increase your calories while decreasing your exercise. I know that sounds backwards, but here's what happens. Your body realizes,
Oh, we're not starving anymore. We have plenty of food coming in. We can speed our metabolism back up.
and here's the crazy part. Most of our clients actually lose more weight during this phase, eating 400, 500, even 700 more calories each day. Let me give you a real life example. Our client Lindsay went through a fat loss phase and lost 17 pounds. By the end, she was eating roughly 1,100 calories per day and walking 12,000 steps per day. Then we took her through a metabolic reset phase. After 10 weeks, she went from eating 1,100 calories a day to over 1,800 calories, which is a 700 calorie per day increase. And she went from walking 12,000 steps per day to around 8,000 steps per day. So she's eating way more and she's moving way less. And what happened? She lost another 4 pounds. That's the power of the metabolic reset phase and why our clients are able to keep off their weight for years, while other programs have you gaining it back in less than 6 months. Now, here's why this is especially important for women in menopause. Menopause already slows down your metabolism because you're losing estrogen, which affects how your body burns fat. So if you're also slowing down your metabolism because you've been dieting, that's like getting hit twice. And that's exactly why the eat less, move more approach is a disaster for menopausal women. You're fighting against 2 metabolic slowdowns. But when you use the metabolic reset system, you're actively reversing that metabolic slowdown. You're teaching your body to burn more calories again, even in menopause. But here's what you need to understand. You can't just do this yourself with the information I'm giving you right now. Because of the timing, the specific macro adjustments, calorie increases, exercise modifications, they all have to be customized to your body, to your metabolism, and to your hormones. And that's why on the metabolic assessment call, I'm going to look into your situation. How long you've been dieting, what all you tried, where your metabolic rate is at right now, and give you an exact strategy that will work for you. Because here's the truth. If you try to figure this out on your own, you're gonna make the same exact mistakes everyone else makes. You'll cut calories too fast, you'll increase calories too quickly, or maybe you won't adjust macros correctly, and you'll end up exactly where you started. You need someone who's done this 2,500 times to guide you through it, and this is exactly what this call is for. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This sounds great and all, but does this actually work for women my age, in my situation? So let me show you some real women who were exactly where you are right now. Andy is 57 years old, fully menopausal, and she'd been trying to lose weight for the past 30 years. She tried Weight Watchers, Beachbody, Orange Theory Fitness 5 days a week, but nothing ever worked long term. When she first saw our program, she thought, this is just another diet program making promises. She almost didn't book her call, but something made her book anyway. And on that call, I showed her exactly what was happening to her metabolism and why everything she tried in the past had failed. And she decided to give it one more shot. In her first 6 months, she lost 25 pounds. And then we took her through a metabolic reset phase. And over the next 6 months, she lost another 29 pounds. That's a total of 54 pounds lost. But here's the best part. She's now eating over 1,800 calories per day. She's exercising less than before. And she's maintaining her weight loss. And she told me, I can't believe I almost didn't book that call. That one decision changed my entire life. Susan is 46, perimenopausal. She was doing an hour of cardio 5 days a week and eating 1,200 calories a day and still not losing a single pound. On our metabolic assessment call, I showed her how she was actually over-exercising and under-eating, which had completely shut down her metabolism. And I told her, Susan, we're gonna have you do less cardio and eat more food. And she thought I was so crazy, but she trusted the process. Within the first month, she was down 7 pounds. By month 6, she was down 35 pounds. She was working out 3 times a week for 30 minutes instead of 5 times a week for an hour. She said, I spent 10 years working harder and harder with no results. One call showed me that I was doing everything backwards. Karen is 52, post-menopausal. She came to me convinced that her metabolism was broken. She tried semaglutide and lost 20 pounds, but she was vomiting nearly every single day and she lost all her muscle. As soon as she stopped, she regained all the weight she lost, plus put on 10 pounds more. She told me on the call, I've tried everything. I just don't think my body can lose weight anymore. I showed her data on metabolic adaptation, explained to her that her metabolism was not broken. It was just extremely slow from years of yo-yo dieting. So we put her through our metabolic reset system, and in 12 months, she lost 52 pounds. But more importantly, she kept it off. She recently sent me a message and said, I'm eating more than I did in my 30s, and I'm weighing less than I did on my wedding day. I finally have my life back. Now here's what all 3 of these women had in common. They all almost didn't book the call. They were all very skeptical. They've all been burned before, and they thought, this is just gonna be another sales call. But they booked it anyway, and that one decision completely changed their life. Because on that call, they finally understood why everything they tried in the past had failed, and they finally saw a path moving forward that actually made sense. So let me tell you exactly what happens on this metabolic assessment call and why it's worth your time, even if you never work with us. First, this is not a sales pitch. We're not gonna spend 45 minutes trying to pressure you into buying something. This is a genuine assessment call in which I'm gonna analyze your situation to tell you exactly what's happening with your metabolism. Here's what we'll cover. Number 1, we'll go over your dieting history. Everything you've tried, how much weight you've lost, how much weight you've gained back. This will tell me exactly where your metabolism is right now. Number 2, we'll look at both your current eating and exercise habits. How many calories you're eating, how many days each week you're working out, what type of exercises you're doing. Number 3, I'll show you the specific metabolic adaptations that have happened in your body based on your history. This is the aha moment where everything clicks. Number 4, I'll walk you through what your metabolic reset system would look like, what phases you'll go through, how long each would take, and what results you can expect from each phase. Number 5, we'll address your specific challenges, menopause symptoms, hormone issues, family meals, travel, busy schedule, whatever your obstacles are, we'll address them together. And finally, number 6, I'll answer every single question you have about fat loss, menopause, metabolism, and how to finally keep off weight for good. Now, here's what you'll walk away with even if we never work together. You'll know exactly why you've always struggled with losing weight and keeping it off in the past. You'll know exactly what's happening with your metabolism, and you'll know exactly what to do to fix it. That alone is worth 45 minutes, but here's what I found. Most women who book this call realize they can't do this alone, not because they're not smart enough or disciplined enough, but because the timing and the customization are too complex. It's like trying to do your own taxes when you own a business. Sure, you could figure it out, but you're gonna make a lot of expensive mistakes along the way. It's worth hiring an expert. So at the end of the call, if I feel like we can help you and you're a good fit, I'll tell you more about our program and what it looks like to work together. But there's zero pressure. If it's not right for you, I'll tell you. If you're not ready, that's fine. If you need more time to think about it, no problem. This 45-minute call is about giving you clarity and a path forward. That's it. Just speak directly with me or my team, and I can promise you that this will be the most valuable 45 minutes that you spend on your health this year. Now, I know some of you are probably hesitating right now, so let me address the concerns that are probably running through your head. For example, you're probably thinking this is just going to be another sales pitch. I get it. You've been on those calls before where someone spends an hour hyping up their program and then hits you with a $10,000 price tag. That's not what this is. We're going to spend the majority of our time going over your situation and teaching you about your metabolism. Now, will I tell you about our program if I think we can help? Yes, but that'll take the last 10 minutes of the entire call, and only if it makes sense. Here's what past call bookers say. We had one client say, I was nervous that this was going to be another high pressure sales call, but Coach G spent 40 minutes teaching me about my metabolism. And she went on to say that she learned more in that one call than she had in the past 10 years trying different diets. Or you're probably thinking, I don't have time for a 45-minute call. I get it. You're working 50 to 60 hours a week. You have kids. You're busy. But let me ask you this. How much time have you spent over the past 10 years trying different diets, researching online, meal prepping, exercising, only to end up exactly where you are right now? Probably hundreds, if not thousands of hours, right? This call could save you years of spinning your wheels, 45 minutes to get clarity on what's actually wrong and what to do to actually fix it. That's the best time investment you could ever make. Or you're probably thinking, well, I'm just not ready to buy anything yet. Perfect. You don't have to be. This call is not about getting you to buy today. It's about giving you the information for you to make an informed decision when you are ready. Maybe you booked a call and you realize that you do need help, but you want to think about it for a few weeks. That is fine. There's no pressure to buy on the call. I just want to make sure that you get the information that you need. And lastly, maybe you're thinking, well, what if I'm not qualified? And honestly, you might not be. This program isn't for everyone. If you're not willing to track your food for a few months or work out 3 to 4 days a week, this won't work. If you're looking for a magic pill or a quick fix, we're not the right fit for you. But if you're a woman over 40 who's been struggling with her weight since menopause, you've tried multiple diets, and you're willing to put in the work, then you might be qualified. We'll figure that out on our call together. All right, so here's where we're at right now. You're a woman over 40 who's been struggling with her weight since menopause hit. You've tried multiple diets, you've lost weight, and you gained it back, and you're starting to believe that your metabolism is broken. But now you know the truth. Your metabolism is not broken. It's just been put to sleep by years of yo-yo dieting. And there's a specific science-backed system proven to wake it back up. The Metabolic Reset System has helped over 2,500 women, many of them in menopause, lose 30, 40, 50 plus pounds and keep their weight off for years. And I'm offering you a 45-minute metabolic assessment call where I'll analyze your specific dieting history, show you exactly what's happening with your metabolism right now, walk you through exactly what your path forward looks like, answer every question you have, and give you clarity on what your path forward looks like, even if we never work together. This call takes 45 minutes. You'll speak with me or my team. There's no pressure or pitch, just really helpful information. Now, here's what you need to know. We only have a limited number of these calls available each week. Right now, I have 12 spots open for this week and 8 spots open next week. Once these spots fill up, you'll be waiting close to a month to get on a call. And I don't want you to wait that long to get the answers that you need. Also, not everyone who books gets accepted. We look at your application to make sure that you're a good fit before we book your call. If you're not willing to put in the work, or if you're looking for a quick fix, we'll let you know that this isn't right for you. So here's what happens next. Below this video, you'll see a button below to book your call. When you click that, you'll be taken to a calendar where you can pick a time that works best for you. We have morning, afternoon, and evening times available. You'll also get an email confirmation with all the details for your call and a Zoom link to your call as well. Then you just show up at your scheduled time and we'll spend 45 minutes giving the clarity that you've been searching for. Now, let me paint you two different pictures. Picture one, you don't book this call. You keep doing what you have been doing, or maybe you try another diet you find on Google, or maybe you cut calories more, or maybe add in some more cardio, and 6 months from now, you're in the exact same place you are right now. Or worse, you gain another 10 pounds, you're more frustrated, you're more exhausted, and you're even more convinced that nothing will work for you. You might be watching your mom's health declining, and you're thinking, that's gonna be me. You're avoiding photos with your grandkids, you're hiding yourself in oversized clothes, and you're kicking yourself thinking, why didn't I just book that call? Picture two, you do book this call, and 45 minutes from now, you have complete clarity on exactly what's holding you back and what you need to do to fix it. 6 months from now, you lost 30, 40, maybe even 50 pounds, and you're eating way more food than you are right now, and you're working out way less than you are right now as well. You're fitting into clothes that you haven't worn in 10 years. You have the energy to play with your grandkids. You're traveling, you're hiking, you're living your life. But most importantly, you're no longer worried about regaining the weight that you've lost because you've reset your metabolism and you know how to maintain results for life. You're preventing the diabetes that runs in your family. You're being the healthy role model that your daughter needs, and you're proving to yourself that it's not too late. Which picture do you want to be living 6 months from now? The choice is yours, but I'm telling you, this call can be the turning point for you. Just like it was for our client Andy, who almost didn't book her call, but ended up losing 54 pounds. Just like it was for Susan, who was doing everything wrong, but ended up losing 35 pounds once she got the right guidance. And just like it was for Karen, who thought her metabolism was broken, but ended up losing 42 pounds. They all started with one decision: to book the call. So click the link below, pick a time, and let's figure out together what your path forward looks like. I promise you that this will be the most valuable 45 minutes that you spend on your health this year. And there's zero risk. If you don't find it valuable, you've only lost 45 minutes. But if you do find it valuable, it could change the entire trajectory of your health for the rest of your life. Click the button below, book your call, and let's get you the answers that you've been looking for. See you on the call.